Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. Feels like we never left. I'm the Wolf Craze, and this is Timber. We are back for round two. Technically round four here in the North American Firewall League quarterfinals. We have Mando Bees and Old Dirty Gunners. It's going to be a shootout, Old Western style. Timber, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. I can't even imagine how some of those players were from last night because just talking about it kicked my butt. So big thank you to everybody that stuck with us despite a little bit of some little glitching technical difficulties at the end. So thank you all for sticking it out. Obviously, thank goodness this game trained as well. So, we usually stick those things out.
Yeah, man. I mean, aside from the technical difficulties, it was just a long evening. It was very intense and exciting, don't get me wrong, but damn, it was a long evening, and you all stuck it out. It was fantastic.
Oh, it was great.
Are you anticipating a similar night?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I packed a lunch. It's. I mean, you got this level of players in quarterfinals for North American Firewall League, and I mean, playoffs are playoffs. I definitely anticipate exactly, if not actually longer, maybe even than we had last night. I think they're. I mean, we'll get to the matchups and everything else, but two extremely competitive teams full of some extremely great players, capable of developing some amazing strategy, capable of hitting some distance shots, being a little sneaky and shaking things up. So, yeah, I think we're in for the long haul. So, everybody out there, go ahead and fill yourselves a couple of cups of ice just so you can get a backup going, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, for sure. To get those snacks, get those beverages, and get a nice blanket and pillow because it'll be a long one for sure. So far in the past three matches for the quarterfinals, we have three different winners: Creme Brulee, Chronic Master Gators. Wow, what a fight that one was! And Click Clack, all moving on into the semifinals. And tonight is the decider who goes up against Creme Brulee. Honestly, this one is too hard to tell, but we'll get to the stats in a moment. Why don't we go over the rosters before everybody hops in the lobby, and we'll start over on Red Desk with Mando Bees, also known as the Mandalorians. We're not quite sure exactly what they're called. We hear it's the Mando Bees. Could be both. But anyway, the roster includes Mando, Solus, Diablo, Turtle, Killaby, Blade, Lucky, and Roofcock. We know these players. We've heard their names time and time again. Solid team. Can't wait to see how they perform throughout the season. They clearly have performed well enough to get in the quarterfinals. We're going to go over the stats in a moment at the blue desk. But I can't expect anything other than an incredible performance from this team. So I'm going to throw it over to the green desk, and Timber can tell you all about ODG.
That's right. Thanks, Wolf. Old Dirty Gunners, captained by Buckaroo 84, Dermos 99, Satmic Killer, FP Villain, Ablazian, Lizard 79, Rogues 3, Waleed Ghost, and thank you to Rogues 3 for providing their stream for us tonight on YouTube. And yeah, I mean, just reading those names just now, I'm kind of like, oof, it's gonna be a long night, man.
And with that being said, like, you see the lineup of all the teams that have come to the quarterfinals, and you're like, man, it's no wonder they're actually here.
Yeah.
So many solid players. Some have worse nights than others. I can tell you right now, Chronic Masqueraders and the Unknown brought their A games last night and really gave us a good show. Real incredible performances by both. Click Clack outperformed Razzle Dazzle, but Razzle Dazzle put in their best work and it still had very exciting matches. And unfortunately, we couldn't watch the Creme Brulee versus Ninjas with Guns match, but unsurprisingly, at least in my opinion, Creme Brulee came out on top. It was unfortunate that that's who NWG had to go up against because, well, them being returning champs and also having been in the top three for all the seasons thus far in the North American Firewall League. I mean, they're kind of leaning towards like the predicted winner of this season. But why don't we throw the stats up there and take a look at both teams' seasons thus far. Timber, why don't you give a little rundown of ODG there?
Yeah, I mean, they've both teams have had a great season. ODG edged out Mando B. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my names legit up here. tonight we got basically got a fourth place team against a fifth place team, so not much of a difference. At the end of the season, ODG was ahead by 10 points out of, ODG had 112 points, or 11 points, I guess. They had 112 points, and Mando Bees had 101, so not a big difference in the point spread. And just kind of looking up who they're matching up right now, and I mean, when they played each other, let's see, looks like ODG beat Mando Bees by a score of 7-5. So that's that's a very close score for them. ODG also played. Let's see. I was trying to see who's definitely in the in the next round of the finals. And CMG tied with the Mando Bees, and ODG beat them 9-3. So pretty handily beat them. Click Clack also going to progress to the finals. They lost to Mando Bees 7-5. And they also lost to Click Clack. Click Clack lost to them 7-5. I'm gonna have to double check that stat, but if that's the case, that's the case. And then Creme Brulee, ODG beat Creme Brulee 8-4. The Bees took a loss to Creme Brulee 3-9. So a little all over the place, to be honest with you. Nothing extremely solid on that front. So I still think we're having two very well matched teams.
Yeah, I agree. What really stood out to me the most, though, in watching this past season was more so ODG's performance against Creme Brulee. Now, maybe they just had a bad night, but that really spoke volumes to me, seeing how well they performed against such a top-tier team. And you look at their stats right now, they only have 2 losses and 1 tie, and those losses aren't by a significant margin. Granted, they lost to Unknown, who recently just lost in their quarterfinal match by 4 points. But of course, everyone has an off day. Look at the first, what was that, 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks? Maybe 5. I can't count from here. But the first multiple weeks there, they have straight wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just to be that consistent for that many weeks is impressive. We started to see a little bit of a turnaround in the second half of their season. But again, they didn't lose by a significant margin, and they even got a tie on one. So, in this matchup, based on stats alone, I would say ODG has the greater chance of coming out victorious. But knowing the history of the Mandalorians / Mando Bees, knowing who's on that team, anything can happen. We know Killa B is definitely a clutch player. She comes out in the end, gets great revives, gets great kills when the team really needs it. So who knows? Maybe she can help pull her team through.
Yeah, definitely. Killa B is definitely a skilled player with an abundance of strategy. These teams, you will see them stay together quite a bit. In addition to Killa B being a good shot as well, she's also, I'm seeing her get a lot of multi-elimination games in these playoffs as well. And again, that leads to partially from the shooting, but I think that speaks more to her strategy and their team strategy as well. So I think that she is a big factor of the game. But I mean, there's some other names on that same roster that are dead even with that. I mean, Turtle, Roofcock, Mando. I mean, they're all solid players. Obviously, Killa B edges out a lot of players in this game.
Yeah. Big shout out to everybody who's in chat right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am just pulling up the stream now so I can see everybody. We got Raz, Chuckamus, Remedy. We have JJ. JJ, how you doing, man? Bear Eternal. I have No Face Parquet. I'm going to say it's Parquet. I'm assuming that's French, unless it's Parquet. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go with Parquet. We got Karen. Of course, we got Timber in there, and also myself. I'll most likely be chatting as age commentary. You might see that in there. And we also have Brown Pit. What's going on, brother?
Hey,
we have Bear Eternal calling 11-7 ODG. If you have your own prediction and you want to throw that up in chat, please let us know. I love looking at those. And I had asked for what everyone thinks the first map will be. And pretty unanimous, I don't want to say unanimously, but very high percentage had called for Office to be the first out of Office, Containment, or District. Now, I picked those, okay? Got my head bit off last night for some of my polls. But, these are the most frequent maps that we see in League play, flat out. And these are some of the most favored among the players. So I think it's only fair to throw those up as like the potential firsts. I could be wrong. We might actually see some random one. Who knows? Maybe a docks or a warehouse, but I doubt it. What's up, Birds?
Well, and also we could play. I mean, so the way the rules work in this, it's the first team to get to 11 wins walks away with it, and that's it. So we could play as many as 21 games tonight. So that's a lot of maps. Obviously, it's offense and defense, so cut that in half. But I see a lot of these teams picking docks. I see a lot of these teams picking. I mean, everybody picks district. I see that. Maybe going to see a little shoot house slipped in there. You never know. These maps are pretty much all over the place. I think these teams are comfortable with just about every map on here, as most players are. I don't think that that's unique to them. Everybody's got their favorite maps and everything else, and that is parquet, by the way.
It's parquet.
It is parquet.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say hi to you earlier. I'm kind of throwing all my information together here to get ready for everything.
If you guys are interested in following the North American Firewall League all the way through to the finals and the end of the season, just be sure to tune in, because as soon as the quarterfinals are over, we're going to be rolling over into the semifinals when those are scheduled. We will be announcing it over on our Facebook group page and our Discord. There will be announcements there. So be sure to join those if you haven't yet done so. The panels give you immediate access. All you have to do is click on the link / the picture, and it will bring you right to that site, and you can go ahead and join. We'll be sure to keep everyone informed. And also a little note, this coming Thursday at 9 p.m. we are going to have another Rocket League extravaganza, but it's going to be internal against the best players out of our group, which is going to be Scuba Steve, Grantastic Beats, Paco, and Titch. Yes, Paco is finally back on the scene in some fashion, as his internet is, it's working. We'll see how things turn out. But we're going to see a 2v2 best of 3, and we're going to cover it. I don't know how long it will be, but it's going to be exciting to watch nonetheless. So be sure to tune in. I will be posting some sort of event alert over on our Facebook page. I'm just kind of working out the poster and everything to make it fancy and fun. What's up, Lactic Dog?
Hey, Lactic, what's going on, bud? Fresh Milk, Brown Pit, a lot of you. Birds to Word, how you doing, buddy? Tuned into Birds to Word's stream a little earlier. Nice to see him going during the day, and then he just jumps right back into Firewall at night. Sounds a lot like us. So I'm excited. I think we're going to see some pretty crazy action. I think we're going to be kind of screaming, chattering type stuff. We're hoping that everything goes good technically on our end of things. And is that going? Are they moving? They usually do a test match, so I would almost.
I think this could be.
Killa doesn't usually turn on her stream right until the start of the first game.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just kind of firing, and they're all running with. Some of them are running with crossbows. So.
Yeah, I would venture to say that Killa will probably turn on her stream as soon as they're done with that test.
And I know everyone kind of like tests their lag differently, but this group Circ and Jerk is a bit unique. I don't know what ODG is doing, but they're having some fun in the server room there. Probably capturing some good footage.
We'll see it on Facebook tomorrow.
Just don't share personals online, man.
That was some weird stuff I saw going on over there.
Oh yeah, some flying rag dolls and stuff. That's great stuff. So yeah, it looks like we are in the lobby. They were doing a little bit of a test. We will be getting up and going about 12 minutes past the hour. For all those who are joining now, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to grab your snacks and beverage now, because it's going to be a long evening. I've got that feeling.
Yeah, and looks like Killa B looks like she's going live right now. She's probably. Yeah, she's live. So far I could see we got Buckaroo, Rogues, Waleed Ghost, Ablazian, Blade 735, Lucky, and Turtle 420. And of course Killa B and Rogues. So.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Is the stream choppy?
No, stream looks really good.
Just looking in the chat.
Yeah, no, stream's good. Just be sure to refresh. I don't know, where are we at? Yeah, we're at 1080. So if we're running at 1080p right now. That's just want to let everybody know, like, fortunately we have the options. If you're having a choppy image, consider changing the resolution to make it a little bit more seamless. Some technology is capable of running the 1080, some is not. Sometimes I have to adjust it on my phone just because of my internet. So be sure to check the resolution settings or try refreshing the stream.
Definitely. Hey, Scrock, what's going on, buddy? Joe Magic Ninja, nice to see you in the chat. Great watching you play earlier
Joe.
too. King Cole, what's up, King Cole?
Joe, dude, my dude. I fucking love watching you play, man. You are magic. You are a fantastic player. I just had to say that. Like, I love watching that guy. There are some people on certain teams. Like we were talking during last night's stream. One person I had mentioned I missed watching is Frosty/Frisbee. Same person, just different name. And you know, he's a player that I really enjoy watching. Joe Magic Ninja is another one. You know, just the way he plays, I just enjoy it, and I think he's a solid player. There's a lot of solid players, but there are some that stand out in my mind as just incredible in terms of league play, whether they win or lose, you know. So I had to give a shout out. Of course, I love a lot of the players in the league, so it's not a bias. It's just something that came to mind. And it was an incredible, like we mentioned it before, it was an incredible game last night. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch it, we do have it saved. We have it saved over here on our Twitch channel. We also have it over on our YouTube channel. So be sure to watch it on your preferred platform, because Mixer's gone and we don't care about streaming on Facebook. You won't find them there, but be sure to check out Twitch or YouTube. We have, what did I say? Over 33 hours of footage. Yeah. And that's, I think that's for the North American Firewall League alone. That's not including the Pro League. So there's plenty of Firewall action, particularly league play. If you guys want to check it out, we have it saved in folders, so it's very easily accessible. Be sure to check that stuff out. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit a follow. Our YouTube channel is slowly growing in terms of subscribers. So if that is your preferred platform, please check us out there. Killer Cam, thank you for the 100, man.
Absolutely. And yeah, like you were saying before too, I definitely noticed Joe Magic Ninja, and I'm glad that King Cole bounced into the chat too, because I was watching him in his last game, and some of the stuff he was doing some craziness in Embassy. It was Embassy in the top level. Embassy of soda machines. He was doing some ridiculous stuff the other day. And Joe Magic Ninja, I just distinctly remember him in Office shooting cross lobby in like a little square about this big, taking people down at will on that. So some of that stuff, it's just great to see. Some of these players that we're watching are incredible players that obviously give us a great show every time we watch them. Tonight will definitely not be any different. And definitely, like Wolf was saying, there's a poll below. Take a look at the poll below. Cast your vote for who you think is going to take it away and move on to the next round, at which point there will only be 4. And, man, I can't even imagine what those matches are going to be like, man.
Yeah, it's going to be intense either way. Everyone's fiending for that number 1 spot. And right now, Creme Brulee has the most to lose because they are returners and they have a very good lineage and a good legacy following them. So they have a lot to prove and a lot to stand for. So we'll see if you know they can do it again. But they have a very stiff competition this year. Currently on the poll, we have 2 votes for Mando B, 0 for Old Dirty Gunners. Again, that is the poll that isn't the in-chat poll that we have been using. I will be doing that in-chat poll where you can use your mic points if you so choose. I will be doing that a little bit more spaced out. Don't use it tonight. But I will be doing that a little more spaced out this evening. If you guys want a certain poll, please let me know. I can always post one. But I cannot guarantee that things are going to be to your liking.
JJMJ, good to see you in there. Thank you for your gift sub to Fresh Milk. Killicam's keeping rolling. Good job, buddy. Thank you.
And a gift to Raz as well.
And hello, Karen, and hello, Cinderella. If I haven't said hi to you already, I missed a lot of people, and I apologize for that. I'll catch up to you as we start moving around.
End Zone, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you in forever. How you been? So glad you could pop in. If you're new to the stream or if you haven't been here in a while, please be sure to say hello. Just hey. You don't have to say much else, but we want to formally welcome you. We try to do that with everybody because the community means something to us. Hype train. Choo choo. Everybody get on that hype train. Let's go. I won't do the choo-choo again. I know what everybody's thinking right now. I can feel it through the monitor. Don't ever do the choo-choo again. But it looks like we have a full lobby, and Embassy currently is a selected map. We'll see if we go there. Yeah, and it looks like that's where we're going. We're going straight to Embassy. I should have thrown that up as an option. Did I throw that up as an option? I don't even remember. Should have picked that one, though.
What's up, Grant? Thanks for jumping in, buddy. And here we go. Let's get this party started. Yeah, thank you all so much for throwing all that into that lobby. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the tips and support is always appreciated, guys. But what matters most is if you enjoy these games. And here we are on Embassy with ODG starting off on defense in the conference room. And please let us know if there's any audio issues between us talking and gameplay. Let us know, and we'll have Rap fix the balance.
I gotta switch my labels. Be right with you. I had my streams reversed.
Well, oh yeah. It's up to you, because you can see it. We'll just have to fall back.
Blazing and Rogues holding down the hallway just outside the conference room. Now, for those who are less aware, there is really no camera that points there, so it's a nice spot to sit, especially if they're running with Eagle Eye. Turtle does a couple of peeks for Mando Bees, trying to draw some gunfire if possible, but none to be found.
There might be a trippy trap up there. We can kill too.
There probably is a trap up there.
Unless someone wants to throw a nade and get him to back off.
Interesting, we haven't seen Eagle Eye from either team.
Don't expose yourself to the
Yeah, this map, I don't think it's as commonly used.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen it used, but...
Oh, Turtle goes down.
Oof,
They
that
said
staircase of death. Yep.
And there goes, even Killer B goes down.
I'm down.
Wade Lucky and Mando Solis trying to survive her, but they go down as well. And here comes the cavalry.
Oh my goodness.
ODG just swarming the bees. A very quick sweep there. ODG takes the first win of the night. You know, you could hear in the comms, they were cautioning each other, don't expose yourself to the stairs. And unfortunately, they didn't take their own advice.
That's a rough spot to go, and that staircase is really, it's tough to get by. I mean, you can get through with the right amount of smoke or the right, like hugging a wall and stuff like that. But once you get out there, it's a little insane. Rogues_3 Cinder is streaming for Old Dirty on YouTube.
If you want the exact link, there you go. And if you're not already subscribed or following either of these two fine people, please be sure to go check out their channel. Because without them, of course, we don't have this. Killicam going crazy in chat with those bits. Thank you so much, man. It's always so appreciated. No PogChamp, rip. But kind of a follow-up on that. Did you hear that Twitch has taken a suggestion from a community member where they're going to alternate images for PogChamp? So they're going to keep PogChamp alive just without that one face, and they're going to alternate every single day. So every 24 hours, it's going to be a new PogChamp face.
All right.
As a
Hopefully
temporary
you'll see that wolf PogChamp face shortly.
Oh,
We'll see that going. What's up, Black Viper? Welcome, Commander Viper. If I didn't say hi to you before, hi.
Oh, hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? No problem, Cinderella. So, yeah, I don't want to say that's the start that I expected, because it's not, but I'm not really surprised either. ODG, really good positioning. They held it well. One person holding the stairs. You know, shooting from those stairs, you have to be really quick with the trigger, though, because initially you're just going to have the feet. And if you don't shoot right away and they sprint in, you're now pretty much exposed, kind of forced to retreat a little bit, and you don't have the advantage that you once had. But clearly, Rogues, is quick on the trigger, and he's able to get a couple of shots off, get it down, and then that forced a domino effect of revives over and over and over again. And they just couldn't keep each other alive long enough. At that point, I think the 2 surviving members probably should have retreated and tried taking a different route.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think they're probably hanging out there to revive their teammates and everything else, and they had one door shut, but probably just a missed breach of that area, and they get a chance to redeem themselves now on defense. They got to spawn in the kitchen. We'll see if they go upstairs or play the lunch lady.
We don't see the lunch lady nearly as much, and I would really love to see it, but I don't think that's what they're going for.
No, Mando's going up to take the high ground right off the bat.
Buckaroo over on ODG with Eagle Eye.
Don't go out all the way. Maybe conference room, yeah,
It's like
but
horrible. Just remember that the kitchen's there if we do have to.
Now you see it used.
Rob, thank you for the bits, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you. Literally.
do you want to?
Let's go up.
All right, so Mando is camped out on the balcony in that long hallway going to the conference room. And ODG is creeping up the stairs right by the double doors that lead into the conference room. The only news on the other side of those doors. Looks like the bees are coming back out of the conference room.
Oh, I should go.
Okay. I got somebody guarding that back staircase just in case they get a flanker. Buckaroo and Eagle Eye.
I bet you the balcony has C4. Should I go underneath and throw nades up? Are they out in the courtyard?
No, they're not in the balcony anymore. I don't know where they are. Holy shit, they're hiding.
Yeah, they know the cameras, so they're staying out of camera view.
Let me tackle this C4 right here.
Okay.
Get off, Buck.
It's right there. I'm gonna throw a grenade. I can take it out.
Yeah, I got an impact.
God, the amount of times you wish there was a camera in that hallway that would show you everything,
My gosh, dude.
making
That
that
is-
breach.
Okay, wait.
That is a hallway of
On the
death.
left door, you said?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
do you see the other two? Do you see people there?
No, there's no.
Good
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, I hear them.
is a nice.
It's a nice.
Very nice.
It's all right. It's all right. They might have, yeah, let's do the same thing, because they might have,
All right.
They have to be very intentional with those, though. I mean, it was a good grenade. They knew that the C4 was there,
Mhm.
but you got to be very intentional. A missed throw
Should
is
push in
just
that room. Should we go 2 and 2?
wasted
No,
lethal.
we can't, we can't.
Yep, that was Eagle Eye working hand in hand with a good grenade toss.
If we get it, then we can go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Let's keep going this way, try to get it. I'll hold the back.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but the calmness in their comms is just. It's incredible to hear that there's no stress.
Yeah, it's like they're putting away groceries or something.
All right, peas go in the freezer. Let's throw the
Alright.
cheese in the drawer.
Oh, I'm down. Revive me.
Okay.
Wally peeking.
Shots fired.
Tagged.
All right, we got, what, 2 minutes?
Mando Blade, Lucky, and B all looking down towards the conference room. B getting hit a little bit with a nice peek shot. Couple grenades going
Popping
down.
out.
Oh, I got a hit. Back off. Don't say it again.
Wally downing Blade. Mando Solus also goes down, and now there's a nice, well-placed grenade and a couple eliminations themselves.
They're all
Double
dead, they're all
down.
dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fine,
Here
Jack.
comes ODG coming in to clean up,
Just came around the fucking corner.
and Mando B's look like they have fallen once again to ODG. Pretty decent defense, but unfortunately ODG just had tactics getting those grenades out.
All right. So good start by ODG.
Yeah, like for sure. I heard
I
something.
mean, one map out of many that we're going to see tonight. So we'll see how things turn around if they turn around. But it's still super early, so.
Very early. I mean, we saw last night between CMG and the Unknown, where Unknown started off incredibly strong, maintained the lead all the way up to 7 wins, and then right at the end, Chronic Mastigators decided to turn around, kick it up a notch, and they came out victorious in the end. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, for me, that shoot house kind of turned the corner a little bit for them and kind of flipped the script for them a little bit, because I think after shoot house things just kind of got hot, There was a glitch shot on Shoot House, so they replayed the map and went forward from there. But it got a lot more heated after that as far as the action goes. So here we go, 2-0 in favor of Old Dirty Gunners. And OB's gonna recalculate, and not sure who picked the first map. Obviously, everybody has their strong maps and the maps that they're not as strong at. So let's see what map they pick second, and let's see if Bees can return the favor.
I wouldn't be surprised if. Yes, he did. I wouldn't be surprised if Mando Beast had selected Embassy. That seems to be one of their favored maps. They have selected it multiple times in the past, but again, it's a favorite map by many. So I mean, that's just an absolute guess there.
Yep.
And now we're going to be going into Gauntlet, which is I don't know. How do people feel about Gauntlet? Throw it up in chat. A yay or nay for Gauntlet? Personally, I'm not nay or
Says neither. You got to at least pick one. Aren't you in charge of the polls?
I am, but I can't really do a poll that says Gauntlet, yay or nay. I mean, I guess I could. Yes, no,
or maybe. I like Gauntlet.
It's really like the design. I think it's,
but I enjoy playing.
It's definitely a really cool setup. I like the design they chose. Just hate playing it.
Yeah.
I hate playing it, especially if you have to try to breach that down plane. It's always so frustrating. But it looks like ODG has a nice defensive spawn next to the room that many call what do they call that room again?
Room of Doom.
The Room of Doom.
Yep. The Room of Doom. Yeah, that is a good spawn, and this is one map I always like seeing what other people do for defense too, though. Because this one has just such a variety of different defensive holds that you don't usually see two of the same. I think I have a good idea what like the Mando Bees would do in this case. I've seen them do it a few times if they were on defense. So Old Dirty looks like they're doing about the same thing that I think the Bees would do. So let's see if they're kind of prepared for their own type of defense.
Yeah, when it comes to this, the spawn point, it really turns into a gunfight here between both platforms. And really, it depends on who can maneuver around, who can get the first couple of shots and force revives first. Because really, at this point, ODG isn't really going to lead the platform. They're going to really hold from this position and hope that they can get the eliminations, because it's the best. They have the best visual on the laptop in all the other rooms. However, they have limited coverage in terms of grenade and sometimes even gunfire, so they have to be very careful and intentional with their shots here.
Yep, looks like they're already across the way. Don't be if shots fired yet or not. Looks like there's a 2-and-2 approach, 2 in the bottom right. Looks like 2 in the top left for the offensive approach.
Yeah, and Solus and Turtle going around the back is exactly what I was referring to about the flank, trying to see who can get the better position, work their way around, and try to get the advantage. And they're going to try to get behind Buckaroo and Ablaze in here, and it looks like they're focused right on that flank, so they're preparing for it. We'll see if Solus and Turtle can make it happen.
Now they're starting to figure out where everybody's at. And the gunfire starts.
Nice shots by Rogue, downing Turtle. Mando, Solus there to get the revive. Now 3 guns pointed in their direction. Caution and proximity mine hurting Killa.
Yeah, I was able to survive you. That's about all I could do at the moment.
Moving slow.
Little red in the rooms.
Blazing down in Solus. That's an elimination. That's
Solus is eliminated.
They shot through the wall.
They shot through the wall? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I don't know because that door was closed. My head was through the wall. I don't know if that's allowed.
No, that's not allowed.
I don't think you are either.
It's whatever. Just carry out like.
Still 3 left on Mando. I believe we still have 4 left on ODG, right?
Chuck is watching it. If he wants to send a message, he'll like either approve it through one of the streams.
Block downing Turtle. Getting the elimination. Now there's 2 members left in the Mando piece. Blade Luck goes down. Trying to get the shots on, but he just cannot. Killer B goes down now, and that's it for Mando Beast. And we may have to get a recall on one of those eliminations as the door was closed, apparently. And there may have been a shot through the door, which is not an illegal move or a legal move. However, intentional or not, and that's the rough part. We ran into dilemmas in the past regarding that, where someone said, "Well, I didn't intentionally do it. Something was happening, and we were already in a gunfight, and it happened." Well, whether it's intentional or not, still against the law, against the rule. And you would technically have to call that one back. But let's listen in a little bit, see what they have to say.
Who took the glitch shot? Was it Mando or OD that took the shot?
OD took the shot.
Okay.
And it was Solus who went down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Doesn't seem like there's any heated debate about it, though. Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's any conversation regarding it, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Squad chat is too low? Okay. We'll work on that. Oh, awesome.
Oh, thanks, Rap.
Rap's on point.
Okay,
Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah. Rough start for Mandos. All these teams are very experienced teams, so a couple of losses is not gonna knock them down as it would, let's say, Wolf or myself, but it definitely affects you. But I think these teams are a lot more resilient to bounce back and make a game of it, especially at this level of a league when you're in a playoff mode. So let's see what develops with Mando B, see what kind of a comeback they can make right now. They really need to start making a move right now before it gets a little out of control and just the uphill climb is just too much. So and again, last night we saw some back and forth and up by 3, down by 3 type stuff. So I think that the trick is to probably keep it around 3. I don't think you want to exceed that too much.
Yeah, right now the Mando Bs are just losing in the gunfight. That's it. That's really all it is. They have the strategy, they have the positioning. They're just losing in the gunfight. I don't know if they really need to switch anything up or they're just maybe they didn't warm up enough. I'm not entirely sure, but right now ODG has they have the advantage in terms of the gunfight. So if Mando Bs can shift that momentum back in their favor, get a couple of downs and eliminations early on, then that can potentially carry over into the other maps. But we're going to be going back to Gauntlet now. Killer Bees on defense. It looks like we're going to have a mirror match, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, I've seen Killer Bees do very well on this one against other teams, and that might have been in Rocket League, so I don't know if you do different things with different leagues, depending on, because there's different players on your squad, but I would anticipate Killer Bees probably going upstairs and probably leaving one person kind of as not necessarily a flanker, but just kind of a floater to camp and wait for a couple quick kills. That could be Turtle. It has been in the past, so we'll see what develops here.
What's up, Babs? How you doing? Already a gunfight ensuing here.
Oh, he's already there.
Not another kid yet, Cinder.
They got there quick.
Turtle getting an elimination on the Blaze, and that's exactly what they need. And it looks like Blade also going down.
I'm out of here.
Kilby taking some shots into that same room that Turtle just got his elimination in. I think they're going to lead toward the back area to go up toward Turtle.
So now it's a bit even, 3v3.
Yeah, there's like a little.
Oh, then maybe that was it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, let's just keep playing. No, 3v3.
Buck, get off,
Top right and 2 top left.
Oh, I'll get you,
All right, let's wait up.
That makes sense, but that was...
Okay, what did you say, Buck? Where did you say they were?
1 top right, 2 top left.
Okay.
In that building next to you guys, there's one guy, and then there...
I opened it. I just opened it.
I do not see.
Hey, Babs. Good to see ya.
The guy on top of the stairs.
The other 2 are actually on the opposite side. They're watching.
Turtle's in his
Yeah, dude.
spot.
One on above the stairs, one in that crack between
No,
the 2
a
braces.
little deep.
Those grenades kind of giving ODG away. They now know where they are. Turtle coming, or expecting an enemy.
Made him early, yeah.
He'll be going down. Solus with a nice revive there. ODG trying to make this push here. Wally getting down on
Someone's under here.
Hello.
Wally, I think.
Turtle retreating downstairs.
Good move by Turtle.
Nade up.
Ooh,
Right below Wally.
Killer getting some hits.
With you now. Buck, oh, are you outside? He's
I
got
dunked ammo.
Turtle was wise to get out of there. He had somebody chasing him. I don't know if he knew about it or
Pop this door.
nah, but
I definitely heard Killer Beast screaming, "Turtle, get out of there!"
then I guess he definitely knew about it. Well, yeah, that's right. She was shooting at the guy as he was going into that room. So now Killy's just got to watch right and left on those stairs. And
might see a face-off here between Killa and Rogues, our two streamers here, as Rogues is starting to make his way, or attempting to make his way down those back stairs. But now Killa B's taking her eyes off the prize.
Someone is up top there.
But somebody else didn't. Killa B's got some support up there, I think.
Yeah, I believe Solus covering her 6. Turtle still holding down the fort across the way, which is a dangerous position to be in. I get what he's doing, but holy cow, how scary is that? It's like Wally.
Oh, Killa knocks it. Another one there too.
Oh, nice grenade, and Killa sticking her back out from behind the box there and getting tagged just a little bit.
Is that what it was?
Turtle. Yep.
Yeah, I was wondering how she got hit.
Goes down.
I guess I'm going down. I don't...
And Turtle is eliminated by Wally Ghost and ODG, picking up another win here. And Killa B's struggling in this matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's a hot start for old Dirty Gunners. I got to tell you that.
I gotta come up with try to create a poll. I'm using my all of my mental juices to try to come up with something here to ask you guys. I don't know who leaves this up to me.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, Mandos are not starting out like I've expected them to start out, or like I've seen them start out almost every other game before. So old Dirty Gunners are coming out hot. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily, it's hard to tell which one is on top of the other as far as that goes. But old Dirty just seems to know where to go, where to stop, and where to shoot, and it just happens that way. Mando the same, but just not quite picking up the movement of old Dirty Gunners. But we'll see what develops over the next few games, because they are starting to try to develop somewhat of a pattern with them. They're trying to develop somewhat of a I guess you can kind of say not necessarily like a vibe. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but they're going to check out how they do things, and they can make adjustments as they go in this game, just like you do when you're playing in Publix or even other league games. As you kind of learn your competition and you start figuring out some of their tells, you go for them. So rough start absolutely for Mando Bees, but not impossible to climb back from that by a long shot. So.
Oh, for certain. What's up, Diabolical? What's going on,
hey,
Frankie? How you doing? No Ninja Nipples tonight. It is a little too cold. I might tear a hole in my shirt, so I got to be careful. I got to stay warm. So no Ninja Nipples tonight. Hopefully when things warm up, it'll get a little bit better. But with regards to the Mando Bees, I see a lot of their heads on a swivel. And when I'm watching ODG, I see them more stationary in terms of like, okay, you have this to monitor, I have this to monitor, and everybody's got their location that they're monitoring. And they're trusting each other, not like to protect each other. So the Killa Bees I see more with a head on a swivel, which again, when I had said Killa Bee had taken her eyes off the prize, yes, she had Solus behind her, but her head was still constantly on a swivel. Now, I'm not putting her down for that. I do the same exact thing, and we see other players doing the same. But I think in a competition like this, going up against a team like ODG, who is very like, okay, this is my job. I'm going to trust everyone else to do their job. They're a well-oiled machine and are proving it with 4 wins already. And I think that's where the Mando Bees are kind of falling short. Like they're not winning the gunfight, and they're not using lethals or any other strategical techniques to really get the advantage. We even saw ODG chucking out grenades, causing the Mando Bees to scatter. And while that happened, other members of ODG started moving simultaneously, giving them enough cover and time to actually successfully reposition. So Mando Bees have a lot to work on here in terms of going up against ODG and matching their tactics. And we'll see if they can do it here on Office, as Old Dirty Gunners have ping pong table.
Yeah, they're immediately going off to the right. Looks like they're putting some ordnance or jammer or motion sensor in a zigzag area.
You know what I mean?
This one's always fun to watch. A lot of cover for the defense on this, and always a chance that somebody's going to rush for a hack and change the offense to defense. It happens probably at least half the games that I've seen so far in league play, especially in North American Firewall League. They seem to get it worn down to the point where they get somebody in there to start making a hack. So we'll tune into them and hear what they're talking about. Hey, Rad, what's going on, buddy? I did not wear this suit yesterday either. Very cautious about that, Rad.
Back over this way, Killa. Okay, to your.
I could prove that because this suit that I wore yesterday is on the floor right there.
Yeah. Keep
Okay.
going. Keep going. Go more right.
Just as far
Like
as
behind you.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Can you go a little bit more right at all?
No.
No? Okay. Go put it right there then.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Mando's
Anybody?
No.
going through the kitchen and figuring things out there. And Old Dirty are just sitting in tight for their defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is a fucking kink in that.
If y'all want to throw maybe one person throw a frag on this side and one person, I don't know if you can get away
I'll
from
throw a
it.
frag right here.
Someone want to throw a frag on this side or?
It made a movement.
Grenade out.
On the left?
Get the hand.
Ooh, took him right down the stairs. Kill B with the revive.
Incredible shots by ODG.
Yeah.
Trying to sneak it right over that bulletproof glass is not an easy feat.
No, they've definitely done this once or twice before.
Shoot this guy. Well, if somebody watches our back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one person
so
watch
we,
the
we
right.
just have to do that peek out.
It's really good.
I
Really
got
close
a
with
high
Killa.
commander on the right here.
Right around that corner.
I see him on the left. I think he was by the column.
A little too close for comfort. And tag just a little bit there was Killa B.
Pop out real quick.
Is that our?
Nades from Turtle.
Rogue's
Turtle
downing.
goes down from the straight ahead.
Killa B trying to keep him alive. Here comes Killa B rotating back around on the other side of Zigzag, getting it down
Wow.
to location.
What a
Very
great
nice
play.
maneuver. Which I believe Solus got credit for that one. Killa B there for the assist. So now it's tied up 3v3.
He went that way to the right.
Killa's gonna be a little careful. They have a good shot from that little angle there. That's how they took down Turtle the first time he went down.
You know, situations like this, I think throwing a couple of smokes and maneuvering around to the ping pong table, at least one of them being able to do that and starting the hack, that really forces them to, it forces the defending team to do something different and reposition. That would be probably the best solution at this point as Solus goes down and it's eliminated. Oh no, not eliminated. He's revived. Killa B gets up.
Good smoke. Look at that smoke usage right there. Beautiful play.
I don't know if there's.
Using that smoke for what it's used for.
Who's on the last slave? Okay.
Right now, they just need to maneuver around and get onto that laptop because they've been losing all the gunfights here. As Killa B goes down once again by Rogues.
Yeah.
She's on her last life. Blade there, tries to suppress fire, but not enough as she is fully eliminated. Rogues goes down. He's
Rogue goes down as well.
Now it's a
It's okay, it's
2v2.
Okay, it's
Back and
2v2.
forth. Right now, a
We
revive on
revived him?
Wally Ghost.
Or no, it's not 2v2. Sorry, I don't know.
Guys, you can.
Blade and Solus trying to push their way over to the ping pong table, but it is a heavy gunfight here. Wally and Buckaroo holding down the fort,
Soon, though.
preventing forward movement towards that laptop, which is hacked, by the way. And it looks like, I believe, Solus is over there on laptop looking for the jammer.
I have an ammo over there for you. You see it, Blade?
Yeah, so
Making their
Alright.
moves.
they're pushing out the far side, Ginger. So
Hack is
Blade, to your
initiated.
left.
ODG repositioning, going up to the top of the lobby stairs, and they're going to shoot down from there. Right now, it's turning into a very tense gunfight.
Of course, players down in each team, so they're doing callouts.
Oh, and they're actually splitting. Wally goes up top, but down. Oh,
Yep.
they're not expecting that. Blade bouncing in and out. Buckaroo getting down on Solus. Here comes
Ooh. Buckaroo knew that one was coming, I think.
good call-outs by ODG
Yeah.
and just narrowly getting the win. ODG once again victorious, making the score now 5-0. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried to close.
You know, that map, they did give it a great push. Mando did a great job on that. Like I said, a lot of times when the offense becomes the defense and and back and forth. And he did get the laptop. They started a hack. They got it started. They just weren't able to handle the fire from downstairs and from that upper level as well. And once they got to that upper level, it kind of spread them out and split them up a little bit. So not as effective as they could have been. So well fought by both sides. But yeah, ODG comes away with it.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. Waleed sitting on top there. I mean, like, it's hard to tell from our perspective, especially on the camera, because you can't really see it unless you're in game. When you're up there on the second floor, yes, your head is the only thing exposed, but if you consider the distance where they are from the ping pong table where Solus was to where Wally Ghost was, the head is such a very small target to try to hit. And we have a lot of really good shooters in this game, but even sometimes the good shooters have a hard time hitting that accurately from that distance, especially when your opponent is just as skilled as you, probably strafing left and right while shooting, while you're sitting there at the ping pong table mostly exposed.
Yeah, and two things stuck out with me on that one too is one, good use of smoke on the revives by Mando. There was that definitely would have been an elimination had they not thrown some smoke and got a revive. I think it was actually the revive was on Killa B. On Old Dirty side, 3 kills by Buckaroo. He was locked on that one. Had good angles from the start and finished it with good angles as well, coming through the zigzag. Not sure if he knew somebody's coming at him from the zigzag, but he definitely ran through the zigzag with his eyes ahead and finger on the trigger, ready to go as soon as somebody turned that corner. And sure enough, they did. And last person just takes a sneeze to knock you down, and that's what happened. So
just
that's
sneeze,
what happened,
man.
I'm telling you.
But you're right, Buckaroo was really on point, and I have to give credit where credit's due. The comms by each team it's been great. Even though Mando Bees has not yet won, their comms and intel is still really good. Again, it's just ODG winning that gunfight. In our current poll, who will be in the finals? We have Click Clack dominating right now with 7 votes in total. Old Dirty Gunners in second place with 3 votes. And then Creme Brulee, Chronic Massacres, and Mando Bees all with 1 vote. Guys, if you want to cast your vote, you have a few minutes left. Be sure to do so. If you really want to intensify your vote, you can use your mic points. It's a good opportunity. If you don't use them for anything else, this would be a fun way to actually utilize them. So go ahead and cast your vote. Get as many of them in there as possible and who you think is going to win. ODG starting to take the lead here with 11 votes. It's always fun to watch this change over time, but now Chronic Mastigator is getting a couple more as well. I'm going to check the results at the end of that, but you got a few minutes left to cast your vote.
Yeah, Karen B, I couldn't agree with you more. Some of the names are names we hear all the time. Some of the names, there's a couple of new names even still with this North American Firewall League, and it just keeps getting tighter and better. And the instruction or the matchups are just even tighter.
Yeah, and I think even though some team names are new, some of the players are not. Sometimes you see some change in rosters, so some players will switch teams. So we have a lot of veteran league players, which is great. It's great to see. We do see new players as well, but with all these top tier players, I mean, season after season, things get more and more heated, man, and it gets more and more exciting.
Right. Well, here we are getting to what could be somewhat of a halfway point. I doubt that it is. Looks like the Mando Bees are going to spawn in the room right outside of the kind of the kitchen area. And Old Dirty's coming from, what was that, the elevator room? I think they came from.
Yes, that is where they'd be coming from.
Okay, let's tune into the action. Making their approach for the pinch. It's going to happen quick. Shots already fired, grenades already out.
Buckaroo downing and eliminating Blade Lucky already. Nice early on. Now it's a 4v3. Killa B seeing a lot of red. Getting shot from the stairs. She goes down. Nice revive. Grenades going out, flying. Like a swarm of bees, but it looks like ODG is taking the lead here as Rogues gets yet another down. Nice impact over onto the stairwell. Getting that last elimination on the Killa Bees. Now all they have to do is get the firewall and the hack in under a minute. And we don't see that happen often. Let's be honest. Usually at that spawn point for the attackers, that is a disadvantageous spot. But ODG just made it look as easy as melting butter.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do too with the level of play that's going on right now. You're dealing with teams that are predominantly aggressive teams. So they don't like
Nice
to
push there,
sit
guys.
back as much. And I'm sure when Mando came across what they knew they were going to run into as soon as they turned that corner out of the elevator room, they didn't back off so much. They approached it pretty aggressively. So tough loss there. We'll see what happens next.
Yeah, you could hear. I think it was a Blazin, if I recall hearing correctly, right at the get. It was either a Blazin or Rose. I couldn't tell who was speaking. Looking at both streams at once, but I know someone over on ODG was saying right off the get, we need to go. We know where the spawn is. We know where they're going to be. We need to go. And they sure went, man. They
Yeah.
sprinted to that stairwell. They went around the corner, chucked a bunch of grenades, got their shots on point, which is what we've been touting this whole time. Their ability to get their shots on point when it's needed, and getting those quick eliminations. So unfortunate for Killabees because that is a spot that you definitely want on defense. You
Right.
can close them in and keep them pinched right there in the hall. It just did not work out for them.
Yep. And I'm reversing what I said. The last statement I made it was the reversal of that, and that Mando probably got a little overly aggressive, but Old Dirty came out hard too and just went overly aggressive toward him. So that's craziness, absolute craziness.
Looks like Killa B, her stream is down. She may be resetting, so we might have a quick break here while we wait for them to go live. Actually, ODG's down as well. They all might be resetting.
Might be switching. They're probably switching hosts.
Yeah, it is a little bit weird, yeah. But I'm sure they're all probably resetting. I'm sure some of them were experiencing some sort of hiccup because, it is a player-to-player server. So that's how that works. In the final vote for who's going to be in the finals, everyone's saying Chronic Mastigators and Old Dirty Gunners. That means Old Dirty Gunners is going to win tonight and beat out Creme Brulee for that final seat. And Chronic Mastigators are going to beat Click Clack. That is what people are saying. Viper says switching host, great. So yeah, I think that would be a really cool matchup to see. We haven't seen Chronic Mastigators this far yet in the league.
Right.
So I wouldn't mind seeing them go. I mean, they have probably one of the largest rosters you'll ever see in Firewall.
Yeah, they do. In every league.
In every league.
Every league.
I mean, they're so large, they can have a designated EU team and NA team and a mixture of the two. So
or it's their own league, I guess, at that point, right?
They could technically start their own league.
It's all going to be just NWG versus CMG.
Yeah, right. ODG versus Click Clack in the final, says Chuck Miss. I mean, really, this is all just who you think is the better team. It's really tough to tell because of how good everyone's been performing. And it looks like Killabee's live again.
Yep, Killabee's live again.
Be sure, everybody, to go grab some snacks, beverages. Go use the bathroom if you need to. We are 6 rounds in of a potential 21 rounds. We don't know what's going to happen in the second. Well, I say second half. Is it really a half? I mean, if it continues the way it is, technically, yes, it's going to be
a half or a quarter. We don't know. It depends.
But during this break, it'd be worthwhile to spend some time going to take care of things, make sure that you're well hydrated, well fed. But also, when you do return to your seat, make sure to check out all the panels, check out our merch store, check out our Discord, check out our YouTube channel, and also check out Raise Energy by Rep Sports. I'm waiting for my package to come in. I'm so excited every time. I always look out on my front step to see if my Raise box is there. That's how much I'm loving their energy drinks. We have the sour gummy worm can on our desk for a reason. It is a fan favorite for Rep Sports. And I absolutely love the flavors. I love the energy that it gives me. It's not that, oh my gosh, I'm shaking, hyper adrenaline energy. It's that consistent, nice energy that keeps you awake and alert. And there's no like, what do they call that?
Lag.
Crash. Yeah, there's no lag. My brain was just lagging for a moment.
Yeah, I gotcha.
There's no crash afterwards.
You laggy banana.
Saggy banana. No. But definitely check out Raise Energy. A variety of different flavors. You're bound to find one you like, and you can get them in 12 packs. I absolutely endorse it. Use promo code AHC to get 15% off your purchase, and go check that out today.
Absolutely. I've yet to try one yet, but
I gotta get you some, man.
I just gotta get my butt to a GNC or a vitamin shop and just pick them up. I just don't want to leave my house, man. I'm scared of the outside.
I feel
I
you.
have that face. What's going on? And yeah, at the top it could be 21 games. It likely won't be, but we do play first to 11. So at this point, it could be 11 to 10 at the very end. Lactic Dog, what's going on? CMG for the crown, and I think Lactic Dog's partner XI put out a little rap video today on Facebook or on I think it was on YouTube. I saw today, and we can't play it here. Got a little bit of language to it, but if you want to check that out, I believe it was on YouTube, right, Rap? I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. It's floating out. It's basically a Firewall themed song, Rap. I thought it was pretty good. Just hearing the terms of our game in an actual song that had professional quality production was pretty cool to hear. So check it out on there. Obviously, check out all these streamers. Everybody we're watching tonight pretty much streams. And again, Brown Pit, I always jump into Brown Pit's stream, and he's jumped into ours. And again, thank you, Brown Pit, for the raid last night, because he did hook us up with a few viewers last night, and they walked in and they're like, "What the heck are we looking at here?"
I want to shout out a little bit of news real quick, and this is I actually just heard about this today. There's a couple of deaths, unfortunately, in the gaming world. One being a player. Hold on. Want to pull that one up too. His name was Jared Nandon. He was known as South Park guy. So when he did cosplay, he was the character in South Park during the World of Warcraft episode, the man with no life. He was the guy sitting at the computer and just playing WoW all day, every day. He just passed away, and unfortunately, he was battling COVID-19. And he ended up passing away due to, I think, respiratory failure. So there's a lot of sadness going around and a lot of love being shared around this character. He brought a lot of joy and entertainment to people. He really encouraged positivity in the cosplay world. Condolences from AHC to family, friends, and fans of Jared Nandon. And also another very sad bit of news. Anyone who follows Tetris and competitive Tetris, yes, there is a thing as competitive Tetris. The 7-time Tetris world champion, Jonas Neubauer, dies at 39.
Wow.
Due to medical complications. I don't think the specifics around it have been released, but they're being reported as sudden medical complications. So again, condolences to fans, friends, family around Jonas Neubauer. It's sad to see this stuff happen, but that's kind of the world we live in, and it's best to take note of it and remember people for what they bring to the community. And these two folks were real positive influences on their communities. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to that.
Right. Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad few months right now, and they just get compounded a little bit here and there. So, that's why we jump into this game, forget about all that stuff, and move on to better things this year. I can't say next year anymore because it's not even 2020 anymore.
Right? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Glad 2021 started out so calm though. Perfect.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So calm.
I did see a meme like 2020 worst year ever, whatever, and 2021's like hold my beer.
Yeah, right. Stepping into the ring. But here we go. Speaking of stepping into the ring, starting the next round. I did not catch the map. I think it's going to be Prepper. Maybe I think they're just testing at present. So we'll have to wait and see. Try to listen in here. I can't imagine them going to Prepper for competitive purposes.
Yeah, different. Cinderella just knocked Art Pop down.
Cinderella just got C4'd. That is highly unfortunate.
It happens. No, Cinderella, you can't retire. There's no retirement for Firewall. There's not even a retirement plan. No 401k, nothing.
Nothing, man.
You
No
gotta
benefits.
play.
You don't even have great benefits.
You got to play until you're not capable of playing anymore. I mean, if I'm still doing it, you got decades to go. Let's see if this is a test.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like
shotguns.
that's oh, the cacophony, man. Just bang, bang, bang.
Is it wrong? I'd still want to kill on the test round. Is that
That's
a bad
not
thing?
wrong at all. You want to make sure they die, that there's no lag in the death.
Yeah. I mean, we were with Brown Fit that one night, and we were doing a dance party at the end. We're dancing for a couple
Oh,
minutes.
that
I'm like,
was
all right, I'm done. I pull out my gun, I shot everybody. And I'm like, what? I'm such a dick, but it felt good to do it.
oh, it's too funny. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I can't imagine them actually playing a league match here on Prepper.
No, I'd love to see it, but I don't see it happening. That's a little push. Brad still needs Luke in his life. Yeah, we got fortunate to see Wolf's son join us last night. That's how late things went. He was coming down for breakfast, and Wolf took him on his lap and said, "Yes, son, we're still streaming, and we're all good. So here's your eggs." And I got to put my headphones back on. So it was very good, and we were making fun last night. That game lasted so long that we were saying when the game started, Wolf didn't have any kids. All of a sudden, a 2 or 3-year-old popped up on his lap. How old is he?
2 years now. So I mean, there was a long match.
It was a
very
long
match.
Damn CMG. They had to keep making that comeback.
Birds
didn't have any more because you'd have had a second. Oh man.
Oh my gosh, dude, yeah. Bird has a interesting I don't know if it's a question or more of a statement that it needs to be done, but we need to mate the best Firewall players for the future of Firewall. That could go up in a poll, but there are so many.
Put that in a poll.
There are so many good players that it's really hard to pick. Okay, well, which ones are the best? How old is Firewall? 2 years, man. 2 years old.
Yep.
Well, going on 3 this coming August.
Leonzi and Briggs, baby. I mean, there are. I'm just gonna let that one stay there. I think there are some conversations.
Oh goodness. We may be going to post 15. This is always a fun map to watch.
Absolutely, and thank you all for sticking around and joining us again tonight. Looks like we got some got a reset host. Got some. I don't know who the new host is. Somebody was asking earlier, but yeah, it looks like we are going to post 15. So I believe. Let's see. I think Mando's will be on defense. Is that correct? I got a 50% chance.
Yep.
And I did it. Yes.
Nailed it.
Shit.
I'm nailed it.
Yeah, me too. I'm 50% right half the time, so.
Dude. No, I can't Viper. I can't merge some player options. There's too many players, and honestly, yeah, man, I just don't know. I wouldn't. I don't have enough slots in the poll list to actually accommodate all the players. What's up, Cougar? What's up, Wicked Roll? How you guys doing? Thanks for popping
Wicked
in.
Roll. What's up, Coog?
29 months old, he says. That's how old it is.
I'm laughing at Chuck saying Brionzi. See, or is it Brionzi? I don't know. Everybody gives me shit about how I say Leonzi, so it's either Brionzi or Brionzi. Call it what you want.
Yeah, the game is 29 months old and still kicking, still alive and well. And here we are on post 15.
I don't know if that was Wicked Roll's video I was watching the other day. Yeah, I think he did put a new one. I think he was talking about Jamal's tournament. I don't know about that one, but I was laughing my ass off on that. Well played. That's all I'm going to say about Jamal's tournament.
Kilby's already up into the middle of the map. I still haven't really gotten used to the map room names on this map yet.
I haven't really grasped a lot of the names. Like, that's my own ignorance,
I
too.
mean, they're
People
gonna
be
get-
like,
Spoilers,
he's by
spoilers,
that
they're gonna
door
get the
15
jab
or
in
whatever
tank.
the case is in
Fuck
Gauntlet. I'm like,
Wee bit.
Area 1. Like, oh, whatever.
Bad
I got a,
conversation
I
right
got a
now.
20% chance
I
of
guess
getting that
we're
right
reaching
now.
this.
Let's
Our
use
garrisons
landmarkers,
are here,
please.
though,
Right.
and
You turn
Big
down
use.
there or something? I mean, you didn't turn right?
There, so the jammer's got to be in
While
here.
while you're there, give me a
probably
fillet
in
of
the red
fish.
hallway.
This door open here. They're shooting.
All right.
So Killabee's, or Killabee more specifically, trying to give her team a little bit of pep talk, saying, "All right, let's get our shit together. We're down by a significant amount. Let's get our feet under us and let's start getting some wins."
No.
We are the
They
Mando
definitely
bees.
need it.
Reporting us for
Yep.
talking about Indians like that.
Frankie, Cougar, what's going on, guys?
Or me, at least.
They're already on laptop. It's jammed. Yeah,
They see
proximity.
four in that area?
Doesn't look like a C4 is planted, but they definitely put their jammer upstairs, which we see as pretty standard tactic.
Mhm.
They're starting to breach the double doors upstairs. Blazing covering that right now from the safe room.
Fuck. On the stairs across. Thank you. I barely made it out of there. Good job. Good job.
Oh god, I'm scared. I
I'm
can't see
watching you.
nothing. I can see things. I didn't know if I was red.
Yeah.
So he's on the stairs?
Oh, he's at the bottom. Ooh, he's at the bottom
I
behind
thought
this. Whatever the fuck that is.
We can triple shoot.
He's going to the right. I hear his peg leg right here.
He's right behind this. Whatever the fuck that is.
Oof.
Oh, Turtle trying to push in, get down rather quick or something. Just around the corner. He'll be throwing a tag. Stairs. Gets the support. They get the elimination.
Wow, Killa spinning it. Oh,
Sub comes up with the flank.
I tried to give you a warning.
And
Oh.
ODG once again takes it. Just when I thought the Mando Bees were on a successful push, ODG just has to ruin it for him.
yeah, man, Killa Bee. I mean, we have her camera, so if I'm not noticing things that other people are doing, that's just why. But just watching her, that last shot she did, and then the spin move to pick off the other person going down the stairs, coming toward her. Ultimately couldn't spin around again to finish the third person that was coming toward her. But well played by Killa Bee of the Mando Bees, but not enough to get her done. Oh, she didn't finish the guy in the stairs, but she's not
No.
down.
It is unfortunate, but they put in the effort. Unfortunately, there are just too many downs and not enough revives out to keep them alive. You know, with that person posted on the stairs, they were really playing a lot of pressure, allowing their other teammate to come around the corner and engage that flank. So just really good positioning by ODG. And honestly, they had some of the best positioning for that map, hands down. So that was going to be a tough push one way or another.
Yeah, I agree with you too, Viper. The nades and down the stairs was crazy. But we're going back in again.
Hopefully we can get a mirror match. That would always be nice to see.
Yeah.
Chuckmas, thank you for the 100, man.
Oh, thanks, Chuck.
Speaking of supporting the stream, you're not obligated to. Of course, just being here is support enough. We love having you as part of our community. But if you do want to support us in any sort of way, there is Twitch Prime that allows you to provide your favorite streamers subscription at no cost to you. So if you have an Amazon account and it is a Prime account, you can link your Twitch and Amazon, since Amazon owns Twitch, and you can get a free subscription every month that is rewarded back to you at the end of each month, and you can resubscribe to your favorite streamer, or you could subscribe to someone else entirely free. So if you have that and you want to support us in that way, go ahead and do so. If not, it's okay. We just enjoy having you here nonetheless, and I hope you are really enjoying the show tonight. If you want to check out all of our other content, you can check us out here on Twitch or over on YouTube. If you want to join our socials, we have Discord, we have Twitter, we have Facebook page, and we also have our own website. I will be doing some updates tonight on the website, so be on the lookout for that. And Titch actually just posted a blog. So if you guys have not read that yet, be sure to check it out, because it kind of gives you an update of everything that's been going on. With everything kind of happening all at once, we've kind of slacked on the blogs as of late, but hopefully we start picking it back up. Go read that. It's an enjoyable reading. Get you up to date.
Absolutely. Yeah, Titch does a lot of work behind the scenes in building our sets. and providing a lot of the content that we're using with respect to production and everything else. Him and Rap work together a lot. Rap does a lot of the same, and they just kind of interchange and do that. But as far as the actual builds go, Titch has been diving into that and spending countless hours. And after these games that we broadcast, a lot of times we stay on this Skype call, and Titch starts going over all the things that he's doing. And next thing you know, it's a lot later. And when you plan on playing Firewall after you broadcast and that comes up, it kind of sucks. But the end result is freaking amazing. So nice job to Titch. And second part of that too, welcome Rad Bingham. If you guys didn't hear us yesterday or seen the blog today, Rad's Fault or Rad Bingham is now a part of our broadcast crew with AHC. So welcome to Rad. Great to have you here, buddy.
Yes, sir. Our team is growing. Our team is growing. Be on the lookout for our Amateur Hour Commentary Channel 2 to be revitalized in some fashion. If you're not following it, go ahead and shoot a follow for now until we start getting it up and live, because some stuff might be coming down the pipeline. But here we are going back into post 15. Now, not Killer Bees. I always say that. Mando Bees going to be playing defense. Hopefully, we get a mirror match. I always enjoy seeing those because it really makes the face-off a little bit more even. Similar opportunities.
And we have a... Is that a...
It's
Trying to see where
it's
we're at.
one of us longer to load. That's all.
Not quite
Not
a
exactly.
mirror,
There's the ice
but we're
and
going to
that.
see... I mean, it's in the same area.
Area, right. So let's see how things go now that the sides are switched, and let's check out the approach.
Yeah, watch out for the big shots.
You can also see the speed. I mean, just the flat out speed that Old Dirty Gunners moves. There we've seen a few games where we're just complimenting people like how patient, and it's like there's different styles of play. These boys don't slow down. They're fast. They're fast.
Yeah, they know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly how they're going to move on the map. And what I just saw there was very tactical. One person led, and then called the rest of his team it's safe, move forward, and they all just in a line moved up into position. Very tactical in their movements, but you're right, super fast.
Yep. And Mandos are on second level, kind of out in the middle area, just looking at the doorways and watching the approach. Just gonna keep on moving. What's up, Cougar? No way, I'm gonna loosen this tie. I'll loosen this tie when Mando picks up their first W. I'll loosen it up. Tense, man. I want some good shit right here.
He's on the opposite door.
Killer Bee getting tagged, and she seems quite surprised by that. She really can't do much peeking through the door. Again, ODG just so much faster on the trigger.
Yeah.
Turtle going at it, but goes down. Killer Bee chucking a couple of grenades out, not doing much damage there. He goes down. Blade Lucky gets the revive, but they have both been
Oof.
by a single grenade.
One left on the right.
And Solus just can't do enough damage to get the elimination. Killer Bee very surprised and caught off guard with how quick ODG was able to shoot on her position.
Oh, right here. It's right here. Backside.
In fact, her words,
Oh, I see it.
I turn around the corner, they didn't even know I was there, and they still shot me. That's how quick on the trigger.
Yeah.
Nice job, guys.
That's oof.
I feel her pain though, man. Every time we're in Publix or every time we're in a matchup, like that's how I felt going up against the Killer Bees. Now, if anyone watched that game, it is saved. I tell you the result now, we lost. But going up against the Killer Bees, that's kind of how it felt. Every time you try to peek around a corner or just get some sort of visual, someone's firing on you. You barely have any time to react or respond. It just happens, and then you're forced to, re-strategize.
Yeah, it's the level that they're playing at, and they walk in there, and you could see on when Killer Bee, because we're using her camera, like I said, they had the motion out there. You saw the team coming in. I mean, it's not a matter of not knowing where they're coming from or anything else. It's a matter of the way which they breach that room and the gunshots are going. And, you're talking last night about, a lot of teams having role players within their team and everything else, not necessarily a specific role of the team. In that case, in this case, it's probably, I'm going to breach, I'm going to go straight, you go right, you go left. Like that's happening. I mean, they're that tuned to know that, and they play their role and they pick each other up and they go. So, Some great revives on Mando Bees as well. They gave it a good push at the very end there, but not enough to get it done, obviously. So now we're at 8-0, which is exactly what Killabee's team did to us last week. So, hey, I'm just saying this is a fickle beast, this game. So
reap your just desserts.
absolutely. I'll say a lot. I'll say it proud. Killabees beat us 8 with, I think they have 4 aces against us.
Yeah, I was very proud of us for eliminating the number of aces they could have potentially gotten. We did give them a run for their money, and at least obviously for those rounds, we were able to eliminate the majority of their team, which was nice. And
ooh, I got a poll for you.
Oh, great!
How many kills did we get that entire series against the Killabees as a squad?
Jeez, I don't even know.
8. We'll put the poll up. I know. 8 games. Back and forth, 8 games total. Us 4 against them 4. How many kills did the Sour Gummy Worms get against the Killabees? I know, so I'll tell you who's right at the end. I'm not proud of it. I'm embarrassed by it, and of course, but it's a game. I mean, come on, let's face it. At some point, you got to kind of roll off of that one and move on to the next one. Because I mean, we're playing Looney Tunes next, so how bad can that be?
Joke's gonna be on us, man.
Yeah. we're playing that Porky Pig that could shoot a flea off a tick's ass, and I got to worry about that. So, what are you gonna do? The answer to your questions: Frankie One Shot Cougar, and I have no face. It's all the same answer. I'm not gonna give you the answer. You have to stick around and find out.
Regarding that round,
yeah.
It makes me think. So we saw Buckaroo. He's been running for ODG the Eagle Eye. That probably gave them an advantage. But out of pure habit, I didn't hear it in their comms, but out of pure habit, I'm wondering if ODG is pre-firing when they peek around those corners, knowing like, okay, this is where they're all holed up. I'm gonna be peeking around this door. I'm gonna pre-fire as I peek around the door and hoping someone's going to be there to hit. And if no one's there to hit, then whatever. I've seen a lot of players actually do that, just pre-fire, knowing like, okay, this is where someone typically stands, so
right.
I'm gonna shoot. And I wonder if that was the case, because to see such or hear such surprise in Killabee's voice leads me to think that is potentially what happened. And a lot of top tier players do that. They pre-fire going around the corner, and some of them are incredible with their shots. Like we saw King Cole. I mean, he was blind firing like crazy and getting incredible shots just because he knows the positioning of where people are around the corner, just out of pure habit and conditioning. So
yeah, guys like us in Cole, we call that predictive shooting, Wolf. It's kind of, I'll wait till the next break to kind of get into that, or let me get into the chat here. Frankie, wow. I guess Titch is not satisfying you with his OnlyFans. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, that's what I strut around in my house, but
Well, I'm going to leave it to the imagination, and I mean, I'm not saying bits talk, but
hey.
I'm not saying they don't.
I'll leave my wedges in the closet.
You guys got ammo? No.
All right. So, looks like Old Dirty's broadcasting the news right now with their spawn right in the center of the news stage. And they're making a quick rush to go upstairs to the right room. Mando B's going right up to the left room. We're going to see gunfire in just a moment. Probably cross-map gunfire. But, oh, no, right there, gunfire.
Blazing Wallet already engaging Killer B. It looks like the Mandos are pushing up those stairs. Turtle deciding to take a different route, push back around, and the rest of his team in tow.
Yeah, a little difference in mentality there, too, because Killer B's kind of, or Mando B's backed off a little bit and went downstairs, and Old Dirty, everybody just followed into that room like, okay, they're here, let's keep shooting. So a little bit of difference in technique there, I guess you could say.
Killer trying to peek around the corner. She's got to be careful. Doesn't want to get caught in the crossfire here.
Laser. I'm keeping my eye on Turtle.
Yeah, he's coming up around from behind, and he's able to do so. He gets ropes down, getting a couple of grenades in there as well. He's being pursued. Buckaroo goes down. Oh, Turtle lighting up ropes, and Buckaroo getting the downs in that room. And now it's a 4v2. Killer Bees for Killer Bee, and just pushing up the
wow.
Oh, finally falling to the hands of the Mando bees.
There it is. Whew. I'm glad I kept my eye on Turtle on that one, man. Shit.
It's GM.
Dude, I just got chills.
Did they
Yeah.
have two jammers this
I
one?
No.
just got chills.
Okay, I'm go up.
Turtle
Okay, I got away
lit
from the camera.
them up
Yeah,
with that flank, man. Whew.
that was well played. And you know, they spawned. I screwed up in my own mind. Like they spawned at that room right in front of them. I was thinking like, oh, they're across the way. No, it was like right. I'm like, oh shit. So well played. There we go. Mando B's on the board. Awesome to see. So we could have potentially 13 games left or 3.
That was intense.
That was awesome. Awesome.
Turtle getting 3 kills in that
Yeah.
one, and Blade getting the final elimination. No, that's a team ace, man. That is a team ace for the Mando Bees. Their first win. I'm chucking up aces, man. I'm chucking them up. Not that they hold any point value, but give credit where credit's due. Holy cow.
Yeah, well played by Turtle. I mean, I see Turtle here and there in public as well, and especially when he's with this squad, he does kind of play that role. At times, he's a fighter with them and everything else, but he is a good one to go out on the flank or at least pursue a camp type area in defense, or in that case, was just a flat out flank, and really paid off for them. And I think we talk about it time and time again when especially a deficit like this. And it's tough. It's easier to say than it is to do against this type of competition, but you do got to take some chances and hopefully just throw them off a little bit or slow their roll, because ODG, like we were just talking about on the last map over in the last map that we're at, not this one, but just talking about how quick they're moving. They have no real reason to slow down until they get a real reason to slow down. So
Right.
let's see how quick they go, and let's see how much they watch their flank, which also slows you down.
Yeah, you've mentioned it before in the past. You change up your tactic just once to cause them to stumble, which I think Manda Bees just did just that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. It's strange based on, or it makes me curious as to how Rogues and Wally Ghost didn't expect the flank or hear the flank until it already occurred. Considering their performance and what they've been doing thus far, I would have suspected that they would have heard that or something, but it seems as though there was enough cover fire in their direction that maybe the gunfire just muffled and drowned out the steps of Turtle. But man, gotta give him credit where credit's due. He snuck up those stairs, and those 2 eliminations really is what turned the tables. Super close, super good.
I would venture to say that Turtle probably likely ran Ninja on that, because I would be surprised if they didn't have some motion sensors out in the area. He probably just did double time the Ninja. That's a guess, obviously. He probably did double time Ninja. It was not in their reality that he was going to do that. I mean, they did not anticipate that. They already engaged the team, and so far, Mandos for the most part have been staying 4 deep. So they anticipated a 4 deep team to be right in front of them and just kind of throw grenades and shoot it out. Fantastic job by Turtle to turn things around a little bit, give Mando their first win and shake things up. So it's great to see. Chuck, I can't control that, buddy. I mean, that's what sick days are for, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like to see the progression too in that match from where Turtle started to where he ended up. He was the first one to push out towards the broadcast room. He peeked, he got shot at, he was hurt, he retreated, and then he did a full flank. And it was because of that change in tactic that they got the win. Let's see if that momentum carries over. Let's see if they utilize a similar strategy as we go back to newsroom.
Absolutely.
God, that is so fun to see. You got to get pumped when you see that stuff, man. You're 8 down and you're like, okay, we got to do something. And then you get a win like that, your first win with an ace. Oof. Your morale's got to be high right now as the Mando Bees.
Yeah, can't let it get too far ahead of you, though, because who you're playing right now they're going to be right at your doorstep in a matter of seconds. So we're going to tune in here, and Mando Bees have the server room, so to speak, with the laptop. They're rushing out and across. Looks like they're anticipating something, and Old Dirty Gunners are going through the center area on the perimeter by that front little side lobby there. Now coming to the lower level. Well, you can see where they're at. I don't have to spell it out that much.
Well, it's okay to do so for some of those lurkers.
We can back up
Yeah.
if you want.
I can block that maybe? Do you think so?
Mando bees are blocking doors, so they are setting up, definitely setting up a good defensive posture. Killer Bee taking up Peaksy. I think that they just basically decided that they're going to catch them coming down, and they're not going to be where they expect them to be. I don't see Old Dirty Gunners doing Eagle Eye, are they?
Well, ODG currently is doing Eagle Eye.
They are.
Buckaroo knelt down, and he was surprised and told his team they're on the move. We need to be careful. So right now they're anticipating the Mando Bees to move in on their position as Solus starts taking position underneath those upper production rooms.
Can I get this?
And like you noticed too, it's Old Dirty Gunners are a little slower right now than normal. They're still using double time, obviously, but they're not all the way across the map right in their face in 3 seconds. So that
Mando
little
Bees
action
are
might
a
have
little,
slowed down.
What's up?
yeah, and the Mando Bees are a little split up right now. I'm a little concerned about their revive opportunities. Blade Lucky and Killer Bee working in tandem here, but Solus all on his own, running solo, and Turtle just behind Killa.
Well, what should we do? We got 3 minutes.
They're going to change it up a little bit. They want to surprise him and give him a little bit of hesitation. So Old Dirty is going through the top level, and they're coming back down from the upper level to go to the center area.
Oh, and he gets shot. Solus with the surprise attack, but not able to get the elimination. Here comes Killer Bee. Turtle getting the revive, going down. Blade. Blade and Killer both getting eliminated. It looks like the Bees have been slain once again. ODG getting another win here under their belt, making the score at now 9-1.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't want to speak too soon, but there is no jammer, so it's got to move and get that hack.
A big glitch jammer.
Yeah,
You guys kill
yeah, no
anyone?
glitch jammers.
I mean, a lot.
You know, I was about to speak to, but I didn't want to talk too much during the match because I know people enjoy listening to the goings on between teams. But I was going to mention the change in tactic for the Mando Bees. We saw them split up, and I had mentioned my concern about that, which, granted, it ended up being a valid concern. But they were going for the surprise and shock that they actually had the previous time with Turtle coming up for the flank. So Solus tried to take up position. He sure got the shock value. He was able to get at least 2 down before he was eliminated, but he couldn't get the full elimination, unfortunately. I don't believe. Maybe he did on Rogues, as I see there, but it was just unfortunate. I see what they were going for. Maybe they can employ that in other maps. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think, you know, I don't know if they had any ordnance out. I don't know if they had any mines, if any C4. I know they had a door blocker. They used a door blocker and a couple other things or whatever. And I know they're not effective against heavy duty, which pretty much everybody's running and everything else. But it's also giving you a really good indication of where they're coming from. I know that a lot of people do run Ninja. I know a lot of people don't run Ghost. So even concussion mines and some ordnance, I think, could have been useful as well, in addition to the somewhat of a camp postured defense. I think those are good spots to camp at as long as you're off camera, because they were on. I mean, I don't know if they knew he was there or not. I couldn't tell from the camera view and everything else, but they could be running scout as well. And it's unlikely that somebody would be on Ninja on defense. So who knows what happened there? I think defensively postured generally happens with a little more ordnance, but a lot of people don't like any of that stuff, and they like to keep their grenades, and defense sometimes turns into offense, and they're ready for both. So I definitely understand the way of thought, and I obviously am not in a position to question what they did. Just a little odd to not see any type of ordnance down or anything like that, but
It is
their style.
It is always good to ponder what other teams are doing, because as we sit here and observe and we, analyze what we are observing, obviously we're backseat gaming. We're telling you exactly what's happening. We're giving our opinion, and it's just that. It's our opinion. It doesn't make it true or valid in any sort of fashion, but it does make you think, okay, well, is that tactic, usable? Is that something that I should employ? Is that something I should consider? Just because it might fail during this league match, which is really intense, you do tend to come across teams that do things a little bit differently. They're actually very unique and interesting that you might want to employ yourself, and you might find success with it.
Yep, nice to see us on docks right now. Gunfire's starting already. Who's gonna jump right into that? Are they hacking already?
Oh, I'm down.
Got double.
Here, Blaze. Blaze.
Oh shit.
One more to the right, one more to the left. Up top
Nice.
left. Who's dead?
Good grenades.
One left,
Oh,
one
a little
left,
short.
one left. Yep, he's on top of the center ramp. Be careful
right
there,
above you.
Blazing. Right above you. Right above you.
They're trying to make their way up on the right ramp.
He hears you coming up the ramp.
Yeah. He's aiming at you, Blazing.
Rogue's helping us up the other end.
Go, right here. He's not looking. Go. Nice.
There we go.
Nice,
Nice, dude. Nice shit, guys. One more, boys.
Oof.
Think about next week.
That was a good breach. Good rush up the ramps. Good distraction with shooting while somebody else was rushing up the ramp to finish things off at the very end there. So we are now down at 10-1. Old Dirty Gunners with the lead. Choice of lethal. So the answer to my question was, what do you think, Wolf? How many kills do you think we got in that game against the Killabees? So out of 8 games, anticipate they got 4 aces, so we didn't kill them. So that's 16 times. So let's just say out of 32 potential kills, because you're right, 4 people, 8 games, 32 potential kills. What do you think it was? I can't hear you.
I may be overshooting. Sorry, I had muted myself. I was.
Oh,
typing
it's
at the-
like we're back in the game.
That was my. I actually said something at the end of the match, but oh well, wasn't important enough. I'm probably overshooting here, but I'm thinking 8, 5. Jeez.
I know.
Yikes.
So, sometimes you just have those days, and you just got to roll past it. I mean, it doesn't hurt that much. But you just roll past it. It's all good. Frankie's back. Oh, Titch is back here, so Frankie can go to Titch now. Perfect. And welcome, Titch. Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you for that. I forgot to add that. We're going to be re-voting here. That tells you how often I actually use it. I'll mute myself.
Just make sure you unmute yourself. So, all right. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We're going into game 12 of the evening. We're going into docks. So now we will have, I believe, Old Dirty doing the defense. Wait, what did I just miss?
I don't know. Something about nipples. That's about all I know. We do have the new poll up. I did miss sticky grenades. Of course, I also missed the Y in sticky.
Wow, you already got how many votes you have for proxies? 7.
Well, so I think so. I think someone is using their mic points to get proximity higher there.
What a dick.
Do you guys want to push him, or what do y'all want to
Okay,
do?
this
I'm
is
the only one that still uses proxies.
This is potentially the last round if ODG can come out victorious here, starting off on top of the ship. They're going to make their way down, but it looks like Mando bees are pushing up towards the yellow crane just underneath the ramps. And it looks like they're opposite side of ODG right now.
No one's on mute, right?
I'm not.
Okay.
They're down the ramp, and they're across match.
All right, let's
Like
go
you
all the
said,
way
they are
left to run it
fast,
back.
man.
I
They got
They
that
are
that
fast.
shit, you guys.
all the way
Let's see.
down and played.
See if they could shoot a flea off of Tick's ass. Down again. Right in that little crevasse.
God, such a narrow window.
They're pushing up to that double red. I'm backing up.
Grenades out.
Yo, watch
They
out,
went
guys.
by him.
You can see
They're
a
pretty
lot of
aggressive
red
here for sure.
depending on her
Yeah,
teammates to
Blaze,
keep her
Blaze,
alive
Blaze,
here.
buddy.
I'll shoot.
Good placement of that motion sensor too.
Very good.
Yeah,
Turtle getting down on
hey,
a
hey,
blaze
guys,
and
don't rush
gets the
out. Get back
elimination.
this
Now it's a
way.
3v3.
Back here, follow me. Let's go. I'm out.
Killa's still engaged with the first one that she was shooting at.
Buck is muted.
Okay, alright, no, I'm
Turtle
listening.
on fire right now. Definitely
Yeah.
holding his team up.
It's alright. Let's wait up for Buck.
Good positioning. Good
Still
shot.
got, still got adrenaline going from newsroom, I think.
Is there
Oh,
four
yeah.
left?
That was nice. That was really well played.
I mean, he also had a sip of his Ray's energy, so
He did. Hopefully sour gummy worms flavor.
Here, I got ammo. Unless there's some here. Yeah. Did you pick up ammo?
All right. Everybody's kind of repositioning. Everybody's discussing their ammo supplies. Hey, Momo.
because this is so critical for both teams. ODG wants to end this now. This could be the last round for them, but the Mando Bees don't want to go out that way. They really want this win. They want to keep fighting. So this is such a critical fight for them. In all fights, if Mando Bees win this round, every preceding fight is going to be so critical for both teams.
Yeah.
They're going behind.
That's good cover there. Hey.
There's two flanking, two trying to flank, but they're still
All
far.
right, both teams repositioning again out of each other's view.
He is right behind through the laptop door.
Not bad for the Mando Bees as they're on defense and they're running down the clock at this point, which is what you want to do.
We can't get stalled.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. If you push I can't.
About 2 minutes left.
I'm concussed. Grenade in.
Nade out.
Buckaroo pops the door open.
Buck is in the laptop room to your left.
Buckaroo tucked behind the
That's all
door
right, I got
there.
straight in front of you, Buck. I got right.
Mando making an outside push.
Wally, watch right if you can. Okay, what do you got? Eyes on two or?
One person with that.
Well, noisemakers out.
We can finish it, man.
Mandos are a little split up. I don't blame them a bit, though.
Oh, right.
Nice
Two
shots.
here, two here.
Wow.
Kilby getting it down on Rogues. Wally goes getting the revive. Solis goes down. Kilby out of revive. So she's got to go for the Mando revive, and she does so.
Well done.
No way.
There it is.
Well done.
Mando B staying in the fight.
Nice.
Yeah, 10-2.
Score now
Nice.
10-2.
Yeah, that's cool.
ODG feeling the pressure, man. You just want to get that last win. You want to get that win. And it's a lot of pressure to carry into the fight.
They could be saying that for, what, 9 more games?
It could be.
It
It
could,
could
be.
be. I mean, holy cow, dude. Timber doesn't have a safe word. I know this through
I haven't
experience.
seen chat in a little while. Sorry.
um,
Wanna
sticky
see if I'm
grenades.
being
Current,
bashed yet.
sticky grenades currently with 76% of the votes, although this could have been amplified with some mic points. The guys have mic points. You have no more seconds left. The poll will be closing soon. What am I, Canadian? Sticky grenades win with 74 votes. Proximity mines come in at 70. I'm so surprised at that statistic.
Which
seeing
one was that? I'm laughing my butt off at the chat right now. I'm sorry.
No, that's
Which
okay.
statistic was that?
So sticky grenades win with 76%, but proximity mines come in second with 18%, 17 votes. Of course, sticky grenades were amplified by mic points. That much I know, because they have 74 total votes. But people really use proximity mines that much?
No, those were amplified by Mike Pones as well. 17 of them, to be exact.
We're going to throw up one more.
Can you trace those? You
Can you
can't
what?
trace where the Mike Pones came from?
No, you can't
Good.
try.
I don't know who did that then.
Oh, I can. You can actually see who used their channel points. I will not throw them under the bus though.
It was me, for sure.
No, but to get the win for the sticky grenades.
Look at Roll says he's got B's 11 to 10 to win. Let's go. Like that. Tank the other day. Keep screaming, let's go. Ties on, prides on. That's got to be one of the funniest ones I've heard. I don't need a safe word.
My safe word. Yes.
That's all you got? It's
That's
a
all
safe-
I got. Pineapple. Cupcakes. Yeah, if it's gonna be a safe word, it's gotta be fun, man. That'd be a fun one. We have a new poll up. This one is more specific to league play and rules. So, of course, pick carefully. And this could be very good information for future rules. No one yet, Dabber. No one yet, but ODG with a hefty lead of 10-2.
What's up, Dabber? Good to see you. Glad you're here.
So far, 3 votes for hell yes, none for hell no. Got a few more minutes. I think I only have a 3-minute timer on this one, so be sure to cast your vote. Use those mic points. So it looks like we're going to be heading to Oil Rig. Now, I know this map is a hit or miss for some. Some people absolutely love it. Some people truly dislike it. What was your stance on it, Timber?
Which map was that?
Oil Rig.
Oil Rig. I like Oil Rig. I do. I enjoy it. It's got a variety. You could take up, you could take down. A lot of different places for Jammer to relocate into that bottom square area with that big freaking thing in the middle of it, shooting in the middle, going all those different directions. But upstairs, I think the thing I like about Oil Rig is like some of these maps, the more you play it, the more strange defenses and rushes you see. Once people get more familiar with the map, or once you play it for like your millionth time or whatever the case is, it's like, I never brought a jammer over here, or I never put this over here, whatever the case is. So I do enjoy Oil Rig.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it has been used to its fullest potential yet. Some of these maps have been around since the get-go. And this one, I think it's still got some life in it. I think there's a lot of utility you can find on it. But here we are. It looks like ODG is on defense all the way in the back of the Oil Rig, opposite the helipad.
Do you know who picked this one?
No.
Gotcha. And it's first 211. Dabber, I think, was asking that. Revalox, what's going on? Great to see you in here.
How you doing, Rev?
And I agree with Joe Magic Ninja. I don't think you should be able to necessarily hide jammers, but I do think you should be able to use them to relocate. They should be like bigger, so they don't fit in little crevices. Make them the size of an ammo bag. Oh, wow.
We'll just sit over here on our side for 5 minutes. Just fuck
Stuck
y'all.
down at the stairs. I gotta stand up.
Somebody's using mic points on that one, no?
Yeah,
Yep.
behind the stairs.
Which way are we going? Left or right, guys?
3 different ways.
There.
We'd have to go all the way to
Anyone want to double
Let's
shoot
make
with
that
the
approach.
sky upstairs, and when we
Yeah,
double
they're
shoot,
conversing as to which avenue to take. There are 3 ways. Killaby able to get it down on a blazing. Not able to get the full elimination as Wally gets the revive. She now sees a lot of red.
Alright, someone
She's
switch
able to
with
get
me.
another
He's
down
all the
on
way
a
back up.
blazing.
He hasn't been revived yet. He's to the
Nice
left
angle
a little
shooting
bit.
by Killer.
Oh, Rogue's downing Blade. Revive by Wally on blazing. Killaby also goes down.
You get out of there with those grenades.
But she too was revived, and so far 3 members still alive on Mando Bees.
Anticipate a strong rush. I don't think they're gonna wait.
They really can at this point. They gotta figure something out here.
I
Kill-
think
take
Old
a nice
Dirty's gonna
position.
rush at him is what I'm thinking.
One's looking right.
Okay.
One's at the laptop.
If they were gonna
one's
do it,
watching the left,
now would
and
be
one's
the-
They
watching
would,
the middle.
yeah.
Best time to do
You
it.
guys want to try right or left or
You
middle?
go left. You go left. There's a guy there kind of by himself.
Is there a guy in you?
Oh, there's 2. My bad. I thought there's 2 left. 3 left. That's a different story, I think.
Give me an approximate angle from this.
It's a little nice little spot there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot shooting right underneath that barricade. ODG really could do a flank here if they so chose. Solus throwing up a couple of grenades. Turtle pushing in, getting it down on a blazing full elimination. He goes down to himself though, and he tries to retreat. Killer going in for the support. Solus trying to clean up, but he gets smacked with an impact grenade.
I had 2 of them down back
Mando
there.
Bees losing it. ODG coming out victorious and moving on to the semifinal match against Rem Delay. Holy cow, what a fight.
Um,
Yeah. Wow.
who made it to the
That was a good fight. Good fight to end it. Obviously, Mando just did not have enough to do it tonight. And obviously, big congrats to Old Dirty Gunners. They pull out the final victory and move on to the semis. Which, I mean, shit, that's going to be exciting. That's going to be exciting.
Those two teams going up against each other, Creme Brulee and ODG, is going to be one for the ages. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be intense, and I hope you guys join us when it's scheduled. We'll definitely let you know, so be sure to tune into our socials. That's exciting, man. That is very exciting.
Yeah,
can't wait to watch these.
Absolutely, and so too, as far as announcements, stuff like that go, I generally put an announcement out once we go through the scheduling and everything else with all the leagues that we cover and our own personal schedules as well. So once we start scheduling the next round of games for North American Firewall League's next round of finals, I'll definitely put those out. I generally put them out on our, first of all, if you follow the Amateur Hour commentary page on Facebook, I definitely put it there, and then I'll generally put the game to the respective leagues' Facebook page. Like, I don't want to put one league's announcement on another league's Facebook page. I think that would be kind of disrespectful. So I usually just put it on theirs, and then I'll probably do it like on an 18 plus. I'll probably do it if you guys want to let me know where to post that thing, because where you're at, I want everybody to see it, and we'll let you know what the next games we're going to be covering are. Yeah,
you do such a beautiful narrative. I absolutely love it. You got to give credit where credit's due. The man writes incredibly well and really amps you up, wants you to join. Like, just reading, you're like, man, I got to be there. So it's super exciting. These were really good fights. It looks like we're going to have a friendly here with crossbows. So we're going to stick around. We're going to watch that. I just want to thank again everybody who joined us. We've had a steady, well over 40 viewers. You guys, I mean, that's just incredible. All of us joining together to watch some awesome Firewall matches. There are going to be plenty more to come. We are still covering the Pro League, of course. Those matches will also be posted. I'm going to be working on that tonight, making sure our Facebook group page, all the events are posted there. But if you already know the schedule, awesome. Be sure to tune in, see if we are live. If you're not following already, be sure to hit that follow button and hit the bell notification button, because without hitting that bell, I mean, you're really not notified when we go live, and who wants to miss this? So be sure to hit that bell so that you can join us as soon as we go live.
Absolutely. And and again, I said it on Facebook, but thank you to both North American Firewall League, Jarth running that league, and Steve and Sean, I believe, are running the Pro League. So thank you so much to them. I mean, running these leagues, I mean, we're on the back end coming in, so we see what the managers of the leagues have to deal with on a lot of cases as well. It's not an easy task. It's a thankless task, but they do a great job, and we appreciate them making sure all their teams are available for streaming so that we can get those streams, give them to you, and watch it in our community, which is awesome to do. So that's awesome. We just love it. So thank you to them.
Yeah, and just another shout out to Rocket League. Again, we did mention earlier that there's going to be a fun little Quarrel match on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be covering it. It'll probably be a short stream, but it'll be fun nonetheless. Be sure to tune in. It's going to be Scuba Steve and Grandtastic Beats going up against our own Paco and Titch. It'll be fun to watch. And this week was a bye week for Indie Gaming League. So not a bye week. I believe there was a forfeit. So be on the lookout next week for their third match in the Indie Gaming League circuit.
Always fun to watch. If you guys haven't seen Rocket League, I definitely encourage you to check it out. It's nothing like this, so I'm not gonna lie on that, but it's basically that's how hard it is. Basically a soccer game with some awesome cars, and it's you got to try it. It does not do it justice to explain it. Titch could probably explain it a hell of a lot better than I could. And Viper, I'm gonna try to do a video post next time, and I will try to use that monster truck hype. We're still going here. Yeah, I enjoy doing those. It takes me a long time to do them, but I do think a lot of these games do kind of tell a story. I mean, you stay in this league for week after week after week, giving up your time. It's something you volunteer to do and you love, and you play it, and you got your squad and everything else. So I do think that sometimes there's a story to be told within this season. So I think we're all here to kind of tell that story, and it's always fun to do. And Facebook says I'm a storyteller, so.
Hey. Getting those credentials. Put that in your resume. Oh, Blazing facing off 1v1, and they're just missing left and right. Killaby going down. A blaze and
Knife
drop
him,
him.
knife
Here
him.
he goes. Here he goes. Can he do it? He's trying to knife him a blaze and get the 3 eliminations.
Blazing for the win! Holy shit, that was fun.
Oh,
That was like
Is that-
a
which one's the lead?
crossbow battle 3 feet in
Which
front of
one's
each
the
other.
lead? Yeah, which one? I'm gonna
That
put
was
some of them in
insane.
isn't that what's great about all these crossbow matches? Like, it's such a slow reload. You're literally dancing in front of your opponent, seeing who can reload faster and get the shot on. It's just brilliant. And right at the end there, you can see, I don't know if they ran out of bullets or what, but they started trying to knife, and they're just moving so slow they can't quite reach.
Well, those crossbows, you know how slow they reload too, so they're facing each other, and it's like, do you go for the reload or you go for the stab? Because if I go for the reload, he's probably going to go for the stab. So
Oh my goodness, crossbow fights are so much fun.
yeah, but we'll see. See Rocket League Thursday. I gotta get more echo on that. More echo. Is that what it needs? Yeah, it needs more echo. I'll work on it though. I promise.
All right. Well, I think that is going to conclude this evening's event between Mando Bees and ODG. ODG coming out victorious with a score of 11-2. And in the upcoming semifinal match, they are going to be facing off against Creme Brulee. That is definitely not one to miss. And on the other side, we have Click Clack going against Chronic Master Gators. Those are our 2 semifinal matches. Hopefully, we'll be able to cover them as long as our schedules accommodate. So be sure to hit that follow button and bell icon to be notified when we do go live, and join our socials to be informed of what matches we will be covering. But I don't have anything else, Timber. Do you got anything to say to everybody?
No, I'm so happy to see everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. For those that tune in tonight and those that watch this at a later time and everything else, thank you for joining us. The later views count for us as well, as far as what we see that people are enjoying. So awesome to be here again for some awesome Firewall action.
Diabolical finishing things off tonight with 500 bits. Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, bud.
Appreciate you so much.
Appreciate that.
But this has been Amateur Hour Commentary presenting the North American Firewall League quarterfinal match between Mando Bees and ODG. And until next time, folks, peace.